All right, everybody, welcome to episode 1 of teaching my wife how to play X-Wing. Gonna have a good time. So Devin, you've played. We talked about in our intro already that you played like a game and a half with me in first edition, but now we're getting into second edition, and since we're stuck inside, you're gonna get really good, right?
Yes.
All right, so we're going to do Rebels versus Imperials. Now, this is completely set up for her to win the first time. And I recommend that you do this for any new player because you just want them to go through the motions of moving ships, doing actions, and just understanding the mechanics. Now, we are playing with obstacles. We have one of each, 2 asteroids, which as they happen, as they're relevant, we'll talk about them. I don't like to give players all the information at once because it can be a little overwhelming. Let's just go ahead, go step by step, and as things happen, we'll talk about them. And if they don't come up, that's okay. It'll happen in the future. So yeah, I only have 4 TIE fighters. She's going to absolutely wreck me. But I'm going to make her chase me around a little bit so that she can practice, move ship, do an action, and just move them all. Now you notice I gave her 5 ships. That might seem like a lot, but they're 5 different ships. And I think it's just really important to get people moving as many ships as possible. And by giving her 5 different ones, that's a lot of different experience. So the first thing, after asteroids are set up, after obstacles are set up, we put down ships. Now we put ships in initiative order. Initiative is the orange number. You have that orange number on your ship itself and also on its card. Now ships are placed from lowest to highest, and that's actually the same that they move from lowest to highest. All of mine are 1s, which means that they're all going to go first, and when I'm moving them, I actually can move them in any order I would like. Now, when we're setting up, this is a range 1 stick. You have 1 as well. You can go ahead and grab your range 1 stick. All right, and we're going to set up anywhere on your side within range 1. I'm going to set up mine first. And I'm going to spread out my TIE fighters, make it chase me around a little bit to blow these guys out.
All of mine are 2s.
Yeah, all of yours are 2. So you can put them down in any order. And I did that on purpose so that you can move them in any order, just in case you're like, oh, I don't want to run into myself accidentally. Now, a couple of warnings. I would keep the U-Wing, the slightly bigger ones, the medium base, a little bit apart from the small ones, because the small ones you can kind of move them together if you want to. The medium moves faster because it's bigger, and you could end up just crashing into yourself. So, do what you want. Doesn't really matter. Don't care about strategy right now. And I'll always make sure that they're facing their ships on the, correctly, facing the right way. That one looks good. Now, if you're an experienced X-Wing player, you might be thinking like, oh, what are we going to talk about? Formation flying, anything like that? No, this is game 1. We're just moving ships. Like, it does not matter. Her number 1 objective is just to bring those ships towards mine and make sure that her arc, her main guns, are pointed at mine, and to blow up my TIE fighters. And try not to run into stuff.
Yeah. Don't hit the rocks.
That's right. Don't hit the rocks. Alrighty. Now, now that all of our ships are set up, we're going to go ahead and grab our dials. Now, one thing you'll notice as she chooses her moves here is that I've actually color coordinated all of her ships and put stickers on the dials just so it's super easy which color goes with which one. You don't have to worry about, how in second edition you have the name on the back but not on the front. This can quickly identified by a new player on that side. And as we go, I'm going to drop some nuggets of knowledge on her. All right, knowledge nuggets. And Devin, at any point you have a question, you go ahead and just ask the question.
What is blue?
That's a great question. So it matters more for what is red first and then what blue does. So red, if you do a red maneuver, it gives you stress. Okay? Gives you stress. If you're stressed, you're not allowed to do actions, which help your attack and defense. You could also end up doing like extra moving or things like that, which we'll talk about the actions here in a minute. Also, if you're stressed, you can't do another red maneuver. A lot of your like turning around maneuvers are red. Blue gets rid of the stress.
Okay.
And again, this is not about tactics today, okay? This is not a tactics video. We're learning how to play X-Wing step by step. All right, so I'm initiative 1. So my initiative 1s would go first. I can go activate in any order, just like you, because you're all 2s, I'm all 1s. I'm going to go here first. I'm going to go 2 straight. So my 2 straight right here. We're going to go ahead and hold down the ship. Place the template flush inside there. Put it on the other side. And now it's action time. Now my actions are on the side of my card. I have 3 options: focus, evade, and barrel roll. I'm going to go ahead and focus for right now. What focus does is when we roll dice, whether it's attacking or defense, you can spend it 1 time and it changes all of your focus results that you roll to either evades or hits. I'll go ahead and grab my dials out of the way, return them to my pilots, and it is your turn.
I actually don't remember what I put. So...
That's a go. You always flip it first.
Okay. 3.
Alright, she's gunning it. It's going wild.
Okay.
Okay, now before you do that, what will be your action?
I want to move them all and then do the action.
So you have to actually move your ship in 1 at a time.
Got it.
I would just focus for right now. It's not going to be super relevant.
Okay.
Okay? Just going to give you a focus token. Another 4 straight. Stepping on the gas.
I feel like that's what they would do in real life, so I'm trying to be true to the characters here.
There you go. All right. So possible thematic player entering the ring here. All right. So you went ahead and did your focus action.
Yes.
There. Next, we move into the engagement phase. This is where we would check if anybody shoots. Now, shooting is opposite from moving. We go from highest initiative to lowest. Now, you have the highest. So you can actually activate in any order you want for your shooting. For 2s, we're probably not in range, but it's a good idea just to get an eyeball for how long it is. So your range 3 stick, I actually stole. Here it is. And who would you like to activate first to check if they're in range to shoot? The X-Wing. So go ahead and you measure from your ship 2 mines. So we're out of range right now. That one is like the one that's the farthest, so you know that none of the other ones are there. And we're going to go ahead and go back to dials. But before we do that, we clean up any tokens that are not used. Except, I'm going to tell you, you have a special ability on this guy, Moldy Crow, that lets him save his focus tokens. Up to 2. You can just have them.
Okay.
Yeah. That's why he's moldy. He's stuck on. Alright?
Okay.
Alright, you ready?
Mm-hmm.
So my initiative 1s are going to go first. And we're going to go with this pink one first, who's going 1 hard to the left. Flush. Put that in here. And we're going to go ahead and evade there, because he's going to get shot up. This TIE fighter here is going to go hard 1 to the right. And I will also evade. This TIE fighter, reveal his dial. He's going to 2 bank to the right. And he will evade. And this TIE fighter here will do a 3 bank. And also evade. I don't want that game to end too fast. That's why I'm taking defensive actions. Offensive strategies, just roll netties. All right. Go ahead, Tony.
All right.
All right, 2 banking in. That's going to be tight. Let's find out.
No, I like...
You just barely hit it?
It was like that.
Okay, cool. So let's talk about the effects of debris clouds. So when you hit a debris cloud, you automatically become stressed. So you don't get an action this turn. The other effect is that you have to roll a die. If you roll a critical, you take a critical damage. Safe. Nothing happens.
Yes!
Remove the die from the box and continue with your next ship.
What if I hit down a red one and then I hit the...
You would just end up being double stressed.
Okay.
Yeah. That just means that it would take 2 blue maneuvers to get rid of it.
Okay.
Three straight. There you go. C95 coming in.
Put it underneath.
All right. What's going to be your action?
Focus.
All
Probably.
right. There's your focus token.
Yes. Okay. Let's see.
2 bank to the right. Look at that, everybody. She's worried about the game state. She's gonna be a pro. You know right there. That's a pro reaction. Oh, I bumped the ship.
All right.
All right. 2 bank.
This one. Oh, I already had this one.
Yeah, so you have that one, but you can take another one.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah, because of Moldy Crow, because you're moldy. You get a little extra.
Got it. All right, and this one.
Too hard to the right. Trying to get around that asteroid.
Oh.
We're going to learn today.
Nope. Nope.
So here's one kind of cool trick that I use that's very, like, to be always safe. If an obstacle is not in your arc, you can turn around it. Like if it's outside of your front triangle, you can always get around it. If it's inside the triangle, it depends. You're going to want to definitely do a bank. Don't do a hard turn. But for next time. It's all right. We're learning. That's okay.
Womp womp.
So on asteroids, you lose your action.
Okay.
Okay. It's the first thing that happens. You don't get any stress. You're not allowed to shoot while on asteroids. This guy is going to be able to shoot. This guy will not be able to. And you roll a die on a hit or a crit. Take a damage. So she rolled a crit. So she's going to take a critical damage. But because you have shields, it's just flipping one of your shields on your X-Wing to red. Just going to go ahead and flip one of your X-Wing ones. Yep. Bam. You're going to see that X-Wing lose a shield on our overlay. And we continue with our next ship.
Okay.
You're U-Wing. Alright, U-Wing's coming in. Wants a tango. Takes the focus. Look at that. Look at that. Her reaction time's getting up there. Start like a cat. All right. You did your action. Now we're going to go into engagement. So you have the highest initiative. All your initiative 2s are the same. Which one would you like to shoot first?
Maybe that one.
All right. Well, so which one of your ships are gonna fire first? Z95 first. All right. So grab your measuring stick. It's range 3 and check the range. From the Z95 to me. Is it range 2 or 3? Looks like it's range 3. Just outside there. So at range 3, it doesn't affect your attack at all. Look at your Z95 card. How many red dice do you get? It is the red number on the card.
2.
2. So go ahead and grab your 2 dice. On my card, I have 3 green dice. And when you attack me from long range or range 3, I get an additional 1. So it'll be 2 on 4 for the first shot. attacker rolls first. Alright, you didn't get any focus results, so you can't spend your focus. And now I roll. I got more than enough evades, so I am safe. I take no damage there. And now your guy there is done for the turn. Which ship do you want to shoot next? Shoot with next, excuse me.
This one.
Alright, go ahead and measure. Make sure you have range. You do, and it is not through the asteroid, because you always measure closest to closest. The closest point's going to be kind of like right there. It was still range 3, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right, how many attack dice do you have?
3.
Yep. All right, so go ahead and grab a third die. I get the same number of defense dice as the last time. 3 plus the range bonus. All right, you got 2 hits. Oh, well. Roll always outside the box. Alright, you're going to end up doing some damage. So, I didn't roll any natural evades, but I did have an evade token. What an evade token does is I can take any of these dice and change it to an evade. 1 evade cancels 1 hit. There's 1 hit left over. I'm taking a damage. I don't have any shields on my ship, so blue one is just going to go ahead and take the card right away. And you go ahead and clear that out. There you go. You've done some damage.
How many?
First blood. I have 3 hull total. You hit me 3 times, I'm dead.
Okay.
Gone. Dead.
Does each ship only shoot 1 time?
Mm-hmm. Unless you have some fancy card that lets you shoot more than once. But for your list, only once. So even though you have 2 arcs on this guy, you can only choose to shoot from one of them.
Okay.
What's the range of your shot?
2.
Yep. So at range 2, it's just whatever it says on the card. So your U-wing has how many attack dice? Yep.
3.
Yep. And I have 3 agility. Do it. Oh man, you haven't rolled any focuses. Where are your focuses at? You left them at home, huh? Alright, got it. Safe. Alright.
I guess I could try to hit that one, right?
Yeah, I mean, so when you activate your guy, you can check range to any of the ships that you can shoot. You don't have to just choose one measure. You can check to all of them. So you know you have range 3 here, which means you probably have range 3 to everybody, if you just kind of sweep that across.
Mm-hmm.
So this is your best chance of probably doing damage,
Yeah.
even though you're only shooting 2 dice.
Yeah.
Alright. There's that focus. Hit crit. Oh, if you want to spend it. You do have some shots coming in. Do you want to try to kill me?
Yes.
Alright, so go ahead, spend the focus token first. So remove
One
it
of
off the
them?
ship. Yep. And that changes all of your focuses to hit. So you go ahead and flip the die. There you go. Hit crit. And I did get 1 evade. I am going to take a critical damage. So critical damage when you don't have shields anymore, or don't have shields at all, is you take this card and you flip it face up. Has some type of effect. It says, Wounded Pilot. After you perform an action, roll 1 attack die. On a hit or a crit, gain a stress token. So I have another way now to gain a stress token on that guy, and I am 2/3 of the way to dead. We're going to go ahead and put this critical hit marker to tell you that there's bad stuff on that guy. We're going to go ahead and take the damage off of there and add the crit card. Done. Alright, my turn to shoot. Revenge time. I'm going to activate pink first to see if I have any shots. That one does not have a shot. We'll activate yellow first. And we're going to fire into the hawk here. So I have 2 attack. How many agility do you have?
On this one?
Mm-hmm.
2.
Yep.
Okay.
Alright, so 2 on 2. I don't have any offense, it's just what I roll. So I got nothing. So that attack is over. You're technically supposed to roll the dice, but it doesn't matter. We're going to keep going.
Okay.
So red's going to activate, take the same shot right there, same guy, also range 3. So you would have 2 dice plus the range bonus. So you would have 3 agility if you actually need to roll it. Nope, you don't. All right. And last but not least, yes, it is in range from blue, trying to get some revenge. Yeah, you got one crit. Let's see if you can defend it. So, and the range bonus, you're going to get one more because it's at range 3. All right. Did you evade it?
Yes.
Handily. All right. So that's it. We're done with pew pews. We take away any tokens that need to be taken away. Remember, he can keep that focus because he's moldy. And we're back to Dallas. So I will tell you, you've already gotten him past half health, so you already scored. You are officially winning the game.
Oh.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
So if they're just like on something
Just move
like
them
this, I can just go.
Yep. Just move them.
Okay.
So why did you make that turn there? Just curious.
Trying to go around the rock.
Just trying to get around.
I thought that you were going this way.
Like going faster that way?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. But great point. Are you set?
Yeah.
Excellent. My guys go first. So pink is going to hard 1 to the right. I said hard 1 to the right. There we go. And I'll evade. This TIE fighter is gonna hard 1 to the left. Hold down the ship. Evade. Red is gonna go 2 forward. He might clip this cloud. He will not clip the cloud. Oh, he will throw the ship across. Alright. And this was your focus, right?
Yes. Somehow. You
Yeah.
got over there.
Yeah. It takes an evade, and this guy also goes 2 forward. And takes his critical marker and an evade. Now, I did an action on this guy so that that bad stuff activates. After you perform an action, roll a die, and I hit or crit, take a stress. So I get a stress token for doing an action. No justice for the Empire, I'm telling you. Alright, so I'm stressed. That means next turn I have to do a blue or don't get to do actions. Alright, go for it.
Okay.
Who's up first? Alright, so you have 4 out of 5 shots on my TIE fighter with 1 hole left. You're probably going to kill me.
Okay.
Which one? Who would like to fire first?
This guy.
Alright, how many dice are you going to get?
4.
Yep.
Okay.
Do it. Mm-hmm. So focalize what you're doing.
Do that first. Focus. Spin the focus.
Mm-hmm.
It turns these.
Yep. Super dead. All right. Takes 3 damage. Now I know I'm dead, and the game is technically not over though until everything has engaged this turn.
Ah.
So because we're still in the initiative 2 step, you actually don't remove. You're not supposed to remove any ships at all after until an initiative step is completed. So let's go ahead and shoot with the rest, just so that we can practice.
Sure. That sounds fun.
Let me just keep murdering you. All right. So this one's done. Who's next?
That's
You
fun.
wing. I'm pretty sure we go ahead and check it. Yup. Very, very range 1.
Yes.
How many dice are you gonna get?
4.
4 more dice into the face. Oof. Okay.
Going to spend that.
Yep.
And there. Yes.
All right. So it's always good habit to say how many hits you have.
4 hits.
There you go. And then I would take 2 damage after rolling 1 evade. 1, 2. Extra dead. I can't put negative damage on the overlay. If I would, I would. If I could, I would. You have 2 more shots. You got this one and the hawk.
We could do the hawk next.
Mm-hmm.
Is that also range 1?
Yeah. How many dice on this
Alright.
shot?
3.
Yep. So because you got the turret attack, which is 2, plus the range bonus, which is another one. For a total of 3.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Going to spin the focus.
Mm-hmm.
And 2 hits.
Bam. Oh, 2 evades. Birdie, no touchy. Alright, and you got 1 last shot. This is just a good exercise in firing through a gas cloud. You can probably grab the range 2 stick better than the range 3. So, let's go ahead and start at your ship. Go to mine, single edge to single edge. Alright, it's going to be this. Alright, closest to closest. So it's through the clouds. Let's go ahead and talk about what that does. So you're going to have 3 attack dice, right?
Yes.
Alright, now it's range 2 for me. 3 attack dice. It's obstructed because it's through an obstacle, so I'm going to get 1 dice. And after I roll them, if I roll any blanks, one of them can be turned to an evade.
Okay.
For free, for no cost. Go ahead and attack. Oof. Alright.
Okay, I will spend the focus.
Mm-hmm.
And turn that there. And 3 hits.
There you go. And the gas cloud would give me 1 off of the blank. I would take 1 more damage and continue my ultra deadness. And new tradition here. Set, go. Good game. All right, there it is.
Just take
All right, game 1 done.